Okay, now I said we were going to do the center of the flower, but we're just going to hold off just for a minute because our noodles are actually ready to take out of the water. So what I do is I grab these and I just kind of squeeze, get the excess water out. Okay, and then you just want to get some paper towels and lay these out on the paper towels. And we need these to dry. Okay, so just about like that. Any others in there? Get all that out. And I just love this because later on after we airbrush it, it looks like straw. So it's really nice to do on fall cakes, or if you're doing perhaps a wine crate, a wine theme, and you have wine bottles in a wine crate, this straw hanging out looks really good. Okay, so I'm finished with the water. And then I'll just go ahead and pull this over to the side, and we're going to let that completely dry. Okay, back to the centers. This is just a dark chocolate fondant. Dry my hands off a little bit. So what I do is I bring my flour over here. And you can do this when the flowers are still soft, like this is the one that we just made, or I could wait till the next day when they're firm. It doesn't matter, either way. I'm just touching the cornstarch because my hands were a little wet when I first touched the fondant, and it made it just a little bit sticky. Just start with a small ball. So if I roll it in my palm like this, just with my fingers right in that center, it'll make a ball. Okay. This is where the coffee grounds are going to come in. Now what I want to do here is I want to actually go ahead and flatten this. Okay, so this is a good size for this flower right here. Normally I would put a little bit of water over the top, but I think since it's so sticky, and actually I'll use this backside, it's so sticky I'm not even going to need it. But if this is completely dry on you, then just place a little bit of water with a brush on top, and then I've got my coffee grounds in a small container. I just push them into the coffee grounds and pick this back up. Make sure your sides are well covered. Voila! Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of water. This is just regular water. Place it right in the center of the flower. And then take this off my finger. Place it right in the center. And then just adjust it. Okay, and then let that dry. And then we'll be ready to paint. To dust these, I use dusting powders. This one's called a cocoa, and this is a petal dust. Petal dusts are matte dusting powders. This other one is called Canary yellow, and that's a luster dust. Luster means it's got a shimmer or shine to it, a sheen. Okay, so I like to first take a little bit of the cocoa on my brush and then dab it off into the lid of the container. And then just very lightly go across some of the petals of the flower, just to give it a little bit of variation of color. It just makes it look a little bit more natural rather than just having the solid yellow flower. Then I usually use the same brush. You can use a different brush if you prefer. Take a little bit of the yellow and just kind of dust here and there. Again, not all over, just here and there to give it a little sheen in different areas. Okay, so then you do your whole tray, you let those sit, and then either the next day or if you do it at the beginning of the week, by the end of the week, you know, they're all ready for you to decorate your cake, so it saves you a lot of time the day before your cake is ready to go out. The next thing are the pumpkins. Put that back.